Losing a child feels like the world has stopped, but somehow life keeps moving around you. Maybe you've felt that heavy emptiness in New Year's celebration, or the sharp pain when you see a child the same age as yours should have been, or the anger at yourself, at the world, at anything, because how could this happen? And then there's the loneliness. Maybe you've noticed people avoid talking about it. Maybe they don't know what to say, or they say the wrong things. At least you can have another child. Time heals all wounds. But you know that some wounds never fully heal. Grief can make the world feel unsafe, unpredictable. It can make you afraid to love again, afraid to hope. But grief is not just sadness, it's love with nowhere to go. So what do you do with it? 1. Accept that grief has no timeline. People may expect you to move on, but the truth is, you don't move on from grief. You learn to carry it. Psychologist Dr. Mary Frances O'Connor explains, grief is not something you get over. It's something you learn to live with. Healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means learning to live with love and loss at the same time. 2. Find a safe space to talk. Grief can feel isolating, but you don't have to do this alone. Talking to a grief support group or a therapist can help. Even talking to a trusted friend, someone who lets you speak without judgment, can make a difference. 3. Keep their memory alive in a way that feels right. You might feel a deep fear of forgetting your child, their laugh, their voice, the way they held your hand. Find ways to honor them. Not to keep yourself stuck in grief, but to carry their love forward. Some parents write letters to their child expressing what they wish they could say. Create something in their honor, a scrapbook, a tattoo, a garden. Do something in their name, a charity donation, an annual act of kindness. As writer Mitch Albom said, death ends a life, not a relationship. Your child will always be a part of you. 4. Take small steps towards self-care. Grief drains everything, your body, your mind, your will to keep going. But even the smallest acts of self-care can help you survive the hardest days. Try to eat, even if it's just one bite at a time. Try to sleep, even if it's just resting with your eyes closed. Try to move, even if it's just stepping outside for a few minutes. Taking care of yourself isn't about moving on. It's about giving yourself the strength to carry your love and your grief together. 5. Give yourself permission to feel joy again. You might feel guilty for laughing, for enjoying life, for moments when you forget the pain, even just for a second. But joy does not mean forgetting. Your child would want you to live, to find happiness again, even if it feels impossible right now. One father shared that, after losing his son, he never thought he'd laugh again. Then one day, he heard his daughter giggle, and he smiled just for a moment. And that was the first step. As grief expert Megan Devine says, some things cannot be fixed. They can only be carried. The pain of losing a child never fully goes away, but in time you learn to carry it differently. You learn to smile again, not because you've moved on, but because their love remains with you.